And time for our visit with Sheree Clark from Fork in the Road. And look what you brought here. And when we first saw these, I went, wait a minute, I recognize these. These are weeds growing in my garden. There's stuff on the other end of these, aren't there?
There is, yeah. You just got to pull hard to get that out.
So what is this all about? We've got real carrots.
We have real carrots today, yes indeed. And far from being just Bugs Bunny's food.
Right, right, was what we were talking about earlier.
Yes, carrots are really awesome. And they're really versatile. And a lot of times people don't think about just how versatile they are. So let's chat about that. But first, let's talk a little bit also about buying them.
Thank you, because I have not seen these kind of carrots.
You can buy carrots with the greens already attached in the store. It's typically a higher end because they cost more money.
Do you want to?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. It depends on what you're going to do with them. Okay, so here's the key. When I'm buying carrots in bulk, I'll oftentimes buy them at Costco. You can buy organic carrots there, 10-pound bags, $7. Boom, we're done, because I'm going to be making something that uses a lot, like a carrot juice.
But you don't have the leaves on them.
Don't have the greens on them, correct.
Okay.
If you want them to have the greens on them, because either you're going to use the greens or because these actually are probably fresher because the greens are still attached than the ones that are sold that have an expiration date of a little while longer from now. But remember, they're root vegetables, so you know I'm all about the expiration date needs to not be far into the future. Root vegetables are an exception because they last a long time because they're not high in moisture. Okay. But if you're going to buy these and keep them or use the greens for one recipe and the carrots for another, you're going to take the greens off. And the reason is the greens will suck the moisture that's in the carrot out of the moisture.
They're trying to grow.
Out of the carrot.
Basically.
So exactly. So you're going to want to separate them and keep them separately in the refrigerator.
What the heck do you do with these things?
Say, what do you do?
Well, we're going to get to that. Don't be jumping too far ahead of me.
Because I know if you have celery, you use this for soup and things like that.
Right, exactly. And you can. It has a little bit of it. You can taste it if you want. It's not as tasty as celery or...
Heck, we've eaten everything else when you're here, so might as well eat these.
Go for it, yeah.
Oh, it's actually not...
It's not bad.
No.
It's just, I think it needs some enhancement to make it really palatable. It tends to be a little bit, it's not sweet, like a carrot has a sweet taste to it. Okay, so let's start with the juice, and then I'll tell you what I do with the tops. I made you a carrot juice blend. Now here's the great thing. Carrot juice is really awesome because it's a really good starter drink for kids, people who are just getting into the whole routine of juicing. It's a palatable, it's really good.
Now, is this going to do anything to your system if you decide to start chugging carrot juice?
Well, some people say it actually can turn your skin orange if that's where you're going. Yeah. But you have to drink quite a bit of it. Like this one glass, when we come back from commercial, you won't be a different color.
We're not going to be Oompa Loompa.
No. No, you'd have to drink a lot of it consistently on a daily basis. But it will give you a little bit of it. I think it's a healthy glow, but you know, that's me.
Now, why do you say this is a great starter juice? Obviously, the taste is very soft and very delicious, but why do you say a great starter juice?
Lots of reasons. One, carrots are inexpensive. Two, they last and store a long time. Three, kids like them. Four, they're familiar to people, so it's not some foreign weird thing that I'm bringing off the street and you're saying, what is this?
And it's kind of sweet.
It's sweet and it blends with other things. That's not straight carrot juice. That's got 2 other ingredients in it. Anybody want to guess what one of them might be? No, but there's something sweeter.
Agave?
It's a fruit.
No.
There's the Melanie tasted.
You're good.
Cantaloupe?
Yeah, good palate. It's got cantaloupe, and I also put in some sweet potato, which gives it some density.
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato, yeah.
You told me that I've juiced or smoothied with that before.
Yes,
yeah,
it's really nice.
Good,
it's more filling, a little bit more density. That's all good.
That is really good.
Okay, so now you want to know what you're going to do with the greens.
Yes.
We've taken
them off.
Juiced the carrot. Now for the greens in the bowl, I've made you a carrot top pesto.
Oh.
That's what that is. So the green, it's a kind of a pasty consistency. If you wanted to, you could add a little bit more oil and make it a little bit runnier, and it could be put on the top of pasta or spiralized zucchini. For today, I left it with a little less oil so that you could use it almost as a dip. It's good on carrots. It's good on crackers.
Now, these are what, sesame seed crackers?
They are flax crackers.
Flaxseed crackers.
Yes.
Right.
Even better for you.
Flaxseed, whole flax seeds.
Right. So now a traditional pesto will use basil, pine nuts, Parmesan cheese. In this case, I substituted just about everything. So in place of the basil, we've got carrot tops.
And this is just carrot tops?
Just carrot tops. There's no other greens in there. In place of the pine nuts, I used hazelnuts. or filberts, some people call them. And I added a little bit of, you picked up on it, you said citrus, it's an orange zest.
Oh, okay.
Orange zest.
Yes,
I said lemon.
it does
Okay.
taste like a little. There's a little, but you know that it's citrus, and that gives it a little bit. It takes away a little bit of the edge of the carrot top, I think. So I think it makes a nice flavor combination.
good.
Something
How do you
different.
come up with all these creations? Because this is really, really good.
I dream about these things, and
And I'm sure you made these crackers yourself as well.
I made the crackers myself. Indeed.
That's dehydrated,
They're
right?
dehydrated. Yep.
What's keeping them together?
The flax seeds themselves. So you soak them, and then they become viscous. Thank you.
One of those.
And then they stick together, and you spread them like you're laying cement
Right.
on the dehydrator sheet. Put them in and take them out, and then they're done.
They make their own cracker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
Good.
nice, and there's no gluten in those, so people with celiac or any kind of concern about gluten
something
sensitivities
like
can
this.
eat those. It's all good.
Okay.
Really crisp, and they're also high in omegas, and they are very filling. Now for dessert.
Dun, 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 dun,
Can't
dun,
do a
dun,
carrot
dun.
segment without talking carrot cake.
Love
But what I
carrot
wanted
cake.
to do, I challenged myself.
Okay.
I'm always using dates and nuts.
Right.
It's been my dessert.
That's your favorite. Yeah.
It seems to be my favorite.
They're tasty.
So this time, I took out the nuts. There are no nuts in this, amazingly.
No nut carrot cake.
And I used apricots.
Oh, wow.
So give that a taste.
So this is a no bake.
no bake
Carrot
cheesecake.
cake.
That's right.
Carrot cake. Sorry.
That's
yes.
really good, Sheree. Yum, yum.
I fell in love with this one. I thought I hit a home run with it. I liked it. I was hoping
Now,
that you would.
you said apricots. You use dried apricots or whole apricots?
Dried apricots, yep, we'll hold it together. I did throw in a date or two to give it a little bit of a sweet edge to it, and there's a little bit of maple syrup because there's obviously carrot pulp in there, or it wouldn't be called carrot cake.
So you
did you
didn't
just-
cook. You didn't bake this.
There's no baking, and here's how I did that. Because it's dense, and I could have formed it into balls. I almost made you carrot truffles and made them into little balls, but everybody loves carrot cake.
True.
So what I did to accomplish carrot cake, because it's raw and I'm not cooking, was I took this item. It's silicone, and it's a form that you would use to put your batter. I call it batter. You stuff it inside the cavern, and then I put it in the refrigerator to firm up, turned it upside down, and then popped it out. And
Like
then-
ice cubes. You pop them out.
Precisely. Yep. And so there are all different shapes of these. You can get these in cookware stores, or Hobby Lobby will carry them. Those kinds of places you can buy them online. They're really inexpensive. You can also, if you do use heat, you can put those in the oven. So it's a nice versatile piece of equipment.
Now,
to
a
have.
big part of carrot cake is the icing.
Yes, and the icing is simple. The icing I did use some nuts in. I used cashews, vanilla, and a little bit of maple syrup just to sweeten it.
There you
so
go. A nice alternative to make healthier choices in your life. Now, I know we up here are having a true appreciation for carrots, but I think we have a video of someone who's always had a true appreciation of carrots that you've watched since you were a kid, or maybe you're a kid right now if you want to roll
Wow.
that video.
Carrots hard to find. You get a dozen for a dime. It's magic. They fry, a song begins. They roast, and I hear violins. It's magic. Why do I kid myself? Other loves that I have are all really few. When in my heart I know the magic is my love for you.
Oh.
Just to you, bud.
How about that? Excellent. This is awesome.
rabbit.
Now, your program, we're going to get it up and going here pretty soon, right?
You betcha.
All right,
And
now-
in the meantime, if you want to contact me, you'd go to www.fork-road.com, or you can email me at info@fork-road.com.
And anything you see that you made here, you'll be able to share with them?
I will share my recipes with everyone. Yes, I love that.
Again, I'm amazed how you come up with this stuff. It's always
Very,
good.
very tasty.
I watch cartoons and get inspired.
There you go.
Well, it works. Keep doing it.